civilizations claim that they were founded on love and justice. Ours is founded upon hatred. In our world, there will be no emotions except fear, rage, triumph, and self-abasement. Everything else we shall destroy. Everything. Already we are breaking down the habits of thought which have survived from before the revolution. We have cut the links between child and parent, and between man, and between man and woman. No one dares trust a wife or a child or a friend any longer. In the future, there will be no wives and no friends. Children will be taken from their mothers at birth, as one takes eggs from a hen. The sex instinct will be eradicated. Procreation will be an annual formality, like the renewal of a ration card. We shall abolish the orgasm. Our neurologists are at work upon it now. There will be no loyalty except loyalty toward the boy. There will be no love except the love of Big Brother. There will be no laughter except a laugh of triumph over a defeated enemy. There will be no art, no literature, no science. When we are omnipotent, we shall have no more need of science. There will be no distinction between beauty and ugliness. There will be no curiosity, no employment of the process of life. All competing pleasures will be destroyed. But always, do not forget this, Winston, always there will be the intoxication of power, constantly increasing and constantly growing subtler. Always, at every moment, there will be the thrill of victory, the sensation of trampling on an enemy who is helpless. If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever.
hyperspace travel is imminent. Please maintain a safe distance from the carrier.
Attention all carrier crew. Frameshift drive engaged.
Attention, counting down to jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All services are now offline. Network access will resume following hyperspace travel.
Attention. Carrier has entered pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
Landing pads redirected. Hangar bay secured. Maintenance task confirmation is acknowledged. All decks are prepared for hyperspace.
Attention all ships. Hyperspace travel is imminent. Please maintain a safe distance from the carrier. Attention, counting down to jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Terrorist hit squad targets Hadrian Duval. Imperator Hadrian Augustus Duval has been severely wounded in an assassination attempt by neo-Marlinist extremists. The attack took place at Dyson City in the Parisa system, headquarters of the isolationist organization Nova Imperium. A small team of armed intruders broke into the command deck and opened fire. 3 people were killed and 4 injured, including Hadrian Duval, before his Praetorian Guard eliminated the assassins. The NMLA has claimed responsibility. On propaganda channels, the paramilitary group vows to sever every head of the Duval Hydra, and calls for all citizens to rise up and demand democracy. Praetor Leo Magnus, Nova Imperium's head of security, gave this statement to Vox Galactica. The Imperator is in a critical condition but receiving our finest medical care. I am personally overseeing an investigation into how the NMLA infiltrated our starport and bypassed security checks. Such attacks are as sickening as they are cowardly, and Nova Imperium stands firmly against these terrorists. Hadrian Duval is the illegitimate grandson of Emperor Hengist. His father, the late Commander Hector Jansen, was the result of a secret liaison with a household slave. Although disowned by the imperial family, Hadrian claims to be a rightful heir to the throne. Congress votes to accept Marlinist immigrants. The Federation will grant sanctuary to Marlinist political refugees from the Empire, following a congressional vote in favor of Felicia Winters. President Zachary Hudson had stated that illegal immigrants in the federal system's Charanda, INED, HIT 36081, LTT 1935, LTT 3607 and Thetis would be detained and returned to Imperial space. This was challenged by Shadow President Felicia Winters, who argued that they deserved a more compassionate response. Congress debated and then voted on her proposal, which received majority support. Government funding will soon be released to provide resources and accommodation for the refugee population. Shadow President Winters told the media, Charities such as Safeguard Interstellar are already doing excellent work, but now we can officially offer safe haven and temporary citizenship to all Marlinists. These innocent people only seek what we in the Federation take for granted: democracy, fairness and political representation. Their values are closer to ours than the Empire's, and we have an obligation to protect them. Several news feeds, including the Federal Times and Sol Tudi, commented that President Hudson's authority has been undermined by his refusal to comment on the charges against Fleet Admiral Vincent. The accompanying rumors of corruption and conspiracy have had a demoralizing effect on his supporters, and increased the Liberal Party's popularity. Federal initiative to support Marlinist refugees. Pilots Federation alert. An aid charity is requesting deliveries of vital supplies to help Marlinist refugees that fled from the Empire to the Federation. Safeguard Interstellar, a humanitarian aid organization, has announced a campaign to help refugees requesting political asylum in the Federation. Several Imperial factions sympathetic to Marlinism were placed under martial law, leading to civilians emigrating in huge numbers to the Federal Systems Charanda, INED, HIT 36081. LTT 1935, LTT 3607 and Thetis. Local authorities have warned that without additional support, these refugees may trigger public unrest or food shortages. There is also a risk of unfamiliar contagions reaching the population. Noel Beaumont, the CEO of Safeguard Interstellar, made this statement. These ex-citizens of the Empire have suffered at the hands of their own government, and now seek freedom from persecution. Shelter, food and other necessities must be provided to satisfy their basic human rights. We urgently require shipments of basic medicines, clothing, food cartridges, fruit and vegetables, and evacuation shelters to Fox Enterprise and the LFT 625 system. From there, they will be distributed to the Marlinists. The more supplies we receive, the more systems can offer sanctuary without strain on their infrastructure. Safeguard Interstellar's affiliate, the Fion Liberals, has offered to pay handsomely for all bounty vouchers collected from wanted vessels in the LFT 625 system. The initiative begins on the 22nd of October 3306 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Thargoid incursion repelled in Witchhead Enclave. Pilots Federation alert. Thargoid forces defeated in an Alliance-controlled system within the Witchhead Nebula. The galactic community has responded to a call for aid from the Witchhead Enclave and successfully resisted an attack by the Thargoids. The majority of the alien vessels were destroyed, forcing the remainder to retreat. Captain Warren Lamar, head of security for the Alliance Expeditionary Pact, announced, "Everyone in Honoros and our neighboring systems owes an enormous debt to the courageous pilots who met the Thargoids in battle. The whole of the Witchhead Enclave is breathing a sigh of relief that this resurgence was prevented from spreading any farther." The Alliance Expeditionary Pact offered financial rewards for those who took part in the system's defense, and these payments can now be obtained at the Golden Stag. To help celebrate this victory, the technology broker at Bray Landing in the Yuan-Jia system confirmed that access to Guardian weapons and modules will stay reduced for 1 more week. Marlinist refugees flee to the Federation. The Empire has formally demanded that the Federation extradites all Marlinist political refugees that have fled into their space. Hundreds of thousands of believers in the Republican ideology evacuated their homes following anti-terrorism lockdowns. The Imperial blockade in Aquada prevented 10 megaships from escaping, but others carrying huge numbers of Marlinists have appeared in the Federal Systems Chatender, ENED, HIT 36081, LTT 1935, LTT 3607, and Thetis. Many smaller vessels are also thought to have spread far and wide. Imperial Ambassador Imogen Luciana sent the formal request. The Federation is harboring potential criminals who are connected to the NMLA terrorists. We insist that they are detained and returned to us to face justice. Federal Ambassador Jordan Rochester, who was once engaged to Princess Aisling Duval, provided an official response. There is no extradition treaty for unconvicted citizens, and these people have claimed political asylum. I have requested that Congress grant them sanctuary within the Federation, and that we offer protection to all Mylanists seeking to escape discrimination by the Empire. Although there is no indication that Mylanist emigrants have set course for Alliance space, Prime Minister Edmund Mahone confirmed that they will be welcomed. Some independent systems are also offering assistance, while others have warned that any influx of refugees will be resisted. Political turmoil for President Hudson. Political support for federal president.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
I'm Chris Rock. Oh, it's not about me. I get it. No. Zoom in on it. The new iPhone 12 Pro with 5G meets Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband. You want me to turn it around? Pow! This is a game changer. 5G just got real, man. Remember when the Song of the Summer took the whole summer to download? One time I waited 51 minutes for Janelle Monáe's Dirty Computer to download. That's longer than the whole album. But these G's don't blink. iPhone and Verizon ain't playing around. Remember when you tried to watch Bigger and Blacker and by the time it downloaded, I was older and thinner? Now, done. Remember when you could only watch the NFL on TV? Remember when you didn't have 5 different camera angles and replays? Football just got 5G real. Remember when the only way multiplayer...
All services are now offline. Network access will resume following hyperspace travel.
Attention. Carrier has entered pre-flight mode down. All services have been suspended. Attention all ships. Hyperspace travel is imminent. Please maintain a safe distance from the carrier.
All carrier crew. Frameship drive engaged.
Attention. Counting down to jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
place you have to be, why not go to school where remote learning can be as remote as you want? Like a Verbo.
Looks like next up is Scout.
Hey, I'm here. So these are some plants I found hiking. Some wildflowers. Here we have a pine cone. And then